Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We did things a little different for Thanksgiving this year. Newbern invited us to Georgia to spend it with him and his family, and Madison and I saw an opportunity to go to the American Girl store in Nashville, which is only about 3.5 hours from his house. So today is Black Friday, and Madison and I struck out to Nashville. Wesley is in Georgia today, helping Newbern move his mom, and I believe tomorrow is a really big swap meet in Dayton, Tennessee that is put on every year by another YouTuber, Hot Rod Hoarder. Y'all come with us and see what treasures we find this weekend. So we're at the American Girl store, and Madison's dolls getting her hair done. And then I have two dolls actually too, and they're getting their hair done too, and they're gonna get their ears pierced. So we are being super fancy here in Nashville. Matthew, you excited?
Yeah.
We just spent $4 million in $2.
I gotta show Nikki.
Sure. And Madison got her new doll with her leftover Moultrie money that she had from the last swap meet. So we're gonna have none for the swap meet tomorrow. But she just got a new doll named Nikki. She's been wanting her for a long, long time. So child number 10. Madison has 10 of these now. Uh-oh. You drop your wallet, baby doll. Thank y'all. So we're gonna get our hair did. Uh-oh. Here's mine getting her hair done. Ain't she cute? All right. Be back. Whew, this mall is crowded, isn't it? Well, we have shopped till we drop, y'all. We are so broke. I'm about to drink water for our supper. But we had a good time, and our babies got their hair did. They're so fancy now. Madison got her new doll. Yep. Yep, got an elf on the shelf for our doll. So I told her we got to wrap all this up. She can't have it now. So you can have that one because you paid for most of it. The rest of them is going to be Christmas.
We got dolls for our dolls.
Yes, dolls for your dolls. All right, we're going to try to make our way back to the truck, Lord willing. All right, here we go. Maybe we won't get lost. Okay. All right, bye, y'all.
Look at that car. 56.
I can't see it from my mirror. There we go.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday after Thanksgiving. We've had a busy few days. We left our home in Mississippi on Wednesday. Went to Newbern's. We done Thanksgiving with Newbern, and then we done another Thanksgiving that night with Newbern's better half, Chantel and her family. Awesome, nice people. Had a great time. We ate way too much, but we had a lot of good food. Yesterday was Friday. We got up early, went and got a U-Haul. We moved Newbern's mom from her home to Newbern's home, and spent all day doing that. Matter of fact, till we returned the U-Haul at midnight last night.
Yeah.
And now we are in Evensville, Tennessee, which is spelled Evensville, but pronounced Evensville. And we are at a swap meet that, if any of y'all watch his channel, it's called the Hot Rod Hoarder. And we watch his channel, and I like the stories that he tells and the research that he does on old hot rods and old drag cars. And they've been doing this swap meet for quite a few years. So, with all that being said, we're here trying to find us a parking spot, hoping that we can find us some really good deals. So, y'all come go with us, and we're going to check these folks out, and maybe we can find us something. Who knows? First off, we got to find us a parking spot. Don't get in there.
Make it up there where those trucks are parked up there. All right, be back in a little bit.
Yep, we're going to play. Oh, yeah. He boosted it off.
Did you find something?
Yeah.
What you got? Fuel cell.
Yeah, I bought this for Newbern
What for?
because he was looking at it all day and wanted to buy it, but the guy wasn't there. And the kid thought they wanted 30. So when I walked by, I said, how much you gotta have for that? And he was like, made me an offer. I said, you do 15? He said, yeah. So
Okay. How about that?
got you something too.
What? Oh, look at you.
Brand new. The paper was torn, so we just tore the paper off.
Okay, awesome. That's like the ones I got, isn't it? The
Yeah.
one that's on there. Okay, you got you another spare, huh?
Well, we bought you one at Moultrie.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, we did.
So we have these sets. So they had a brand new pack of them at Moultrie in the pack, and the price on them was $55.
Yeah.
So these were 20.
Okay. Is this the last aisle?
I think so, but
That's why I wanted to go back around over there too.
I found me a SoCal air breather that I'm trying to wheel and deal on,
Yeah.
and I found some stacks for the wrecker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
So
And Madison wants you to go look at her R2D2.
I don't know much about Star Wars stuff. Baby.
No, I mean if it's in good shape or not. I think it's old, but it works.
Okay.
It's a remote control.
All right.
So, but he come off of it a pretty good bit. So I was gonna see if you could Jew him some more, maybe, because you're the Jewer.
I don't want to be known as that.
Well, you are for us. We send you over there when we can afford it. See, the little Hot Wheel car guy. He wasn't gonna Jew with me at all.
Oh, really?
Oh no, he was. Yeah, no.
You got to put another layer of lipstick on.
I
ain't worth all that to me. I just leave it there.
Yeah.
So I put one on back. He didn't want to play, so I said, okay.
I got a
Bye.
fever. I got a fever booster, and so
You can go
nobody
give him a
feels sorry
kiss.
for me. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well, let's look around and find some other stuff.
All right. Okay. China.
All right, guys. So we are still shopping. We have found some treasures. Jennifer scored a table. I seen these side pipes when I come in,
Yeah.
and I was like, those would be perfect to put on the wrecker.
Yes.
I can put some nice headers, some mufflers, and stand them up right behind the cab. They're not too big. They're not real gaudy.
Since the wrecker's mine now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, as you seen a while ago, I bought Newbern a fuel cell,
Uh-huh.
and he snuck over there and bought me them stacks. He was like, "Merry Christmas," and I was like, "What?"
Y'all are so ridiculous.
I know. And
Aren't they cute?
we run into our buddy Scott,
I know.
and Scott is the one that told us about this.
I know.
Yep. We wouldn't. I mean, yeah, we watch Hot Rod Hoarder, and we have been here or not. We knew that he'd done it each year, but
Yeah.
we've never been.
Yeah.
So Scott, thank you, bud.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, we
And
talked
I
Scott
appreciate
online
you.
back and
Yeah.
forth
I never
for
thought,
months.
you know, he said where all the swap meets at, so I sent him something online. I never thought in a million years you guys would come up, not knowing that you were at Newbern's for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know, here I am, a nobody, and I came just to meet Tommy, and then I'm running into him and Newbern. I met Sleeper Dude this morning.
Yeah,
so,
I wish we
you know,
could have met him too.
I'm
Yeah.
in
Yeah, yeah. I
like-
like to meet him, and we're headed to Tommy's after this to check out his shop and all his cool rides and
Okay,
hot rods.
cool.
So check out Tommy on Hot Rod Hoarder. Check
Yep.
out Wes on Keys Customs.
Yep.
Check out Newbern on David Newbern.
Yep.
Yep.
And check out Sleeper Dude on YouTube. And
Yes, y'all
they all
please
do
do.
pretty much the same stuff. So
Please, we could use the
Yeah.
support.
More the merrier.
especially
Yes.
Newbern since he lost his job.
Well, you know what? It's everybody think that's a bad thing,
I don't think so.
but if you watch Fryburger broke it down and explained it, so now they can all concentrate on their YouTube channels.
Yes.
And before, they couldn't do anything together.
Right.
Well, now they can come together and do whatever they want to do.
It's Dylan.
Well, I got to take this, guys. We'll
All
be
right.
back.
Bye.
All right, guys. It's winding down, and it's winding down quick.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
So,
There's a couple people out there.
You have 9 hours to get here.
so from 8 to 2, and when they say 2, boy, they wrap it up.
159, they're pulling out.
But hey, we bought this wagon with custom stacks on it, and it's already got a fuel cell mounted. And we bought this flux capacitor for Newbern.
Oh, yeah.
Chantel got her butt motor?
No, she did not. Look at my little baby motor. They gave me crap, said he was too moderate. Isn't he cute? We Googled him. He's like between 86 and 92. He's the perfect year, see? That's when all the good stuff was made.
Newbern got him 2 starting wheels because he's bad about breaking them. Because he dodges deer all the time and he rips some slam off the column. So we have 2 wheels. Maybe them 2 will get him home because he's done ripped the wheel out of his truck today. Yeah. Tell him about you almost hitting a deer and swerving like Irvin.
I had to use my skills to avoid that sucker. Scared the crap out of her. I guarantee I scared that deer more than I scared her. Pretty sure he pooped in my bumper. It was that close.
But anyway, guys, we're going to hang out with our buddy Scott here for a minute, and then we're going to find Tommy, and we're going to load our junk up, and we're going to ease over to Tommy's place because he's going to show us some old school drag cars and hot rods. So let's go load up and find him.
All right. All right, y'all. Madison wanted to show you her purchase today. She's pretty tickled. She's had on her Christmas list that she wanted a Star Wars remote control BB-8. Well, we found this R2-D2 here in one of these booths, and the guy gave us a good deal on it, and she is super pumped. So we're gonna go home and play with it, but she has to wrap it up for Christmas. We won't let her have it now because everything she's gotten for Christmas so far, she's been with me when I got it, and she knows about it. So there'll be no surprises on Christmas morning. But she wanted y'all to see her R2-D2. All right, see y'all later.
Okay, we're here, guys. We're at Tommy's place and his dad's place, Mr. Troy, and we're already seeing all kind of cool stuff. And it's getting cold, so I'm going to. I'll find my gloves. Oh, here they are. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting excited. I want to get out and see all these cool cars. You want to go see cool cars?
Yeah.
Let's go see cool cars.
Okay. You tore it up. What happened?
We think his fan relay stuck.
It's because of that deer. It's almost that deer.
Yeah, really. What?
I almost hit a deer.
Something hold all that down?
I don't know. It took a minute, huh?
Right, it's cold as it is. You might be able to drive it out. Keep an eye on it. I think it's the coolant sensor that tells the fans it's stuck. Yep. All right, guys, this is Tommy. Me and Jennifer has been watching his channel for a couple of years, way before we ever started our channel. He's got a good channel. We got a little bitty channel. Tommy's got a good channel. So him and his dad, they love old drag cars, and they will drag them up. And what I love about it is Tommy will research and dive into the history of those cars. And dude, you've gone all over and filmed cars. And I'll tell you one that touched me, and the Brown 57 that the 2 sons died with cancer.
Yeah.
Dude, that was.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough one. I shoot voiceovers on a lot of my stuff, and just, you know, I rarely shoot on location. I do voiceovers after I research stuff, and that was a tough one to do voiceovers on because both of those guys passed, and then unfortunately the father of that situation passed as well. So,
Oh, really?
been a pretty rough time for that family, but the car lives on, you know, so that's a good thing. But definitely rough when you start losing people like that.
So, y'all know that we like everything. Y'all know that we might be Tri-5 one week, or we might be Mustang the next, or whatever Newbern can talk me out of, or whatever I can talk him out of. We flip-flop. Newbern's got way more Tri-5 stuff right now than any of us, unless Tommy's got 10 or 12 around here. But so I've always loved the history on cars. I think cars, all of them have a story to tell, and that's what I like about Tommy's channel. And y'all, please go check it out. Hot Rod Hoarder.
Hot Rod Hoarder.
And I think we were going to buy a hoodie, but they were sold out like bam. So, but anyway, We've been to the swap meet that him and his dad put on every year. How many years has this been, Bo?
This is actually the 10th one.
Really?
I didn't make any big deal about it being the 10th annual, but it's the 10th time we've got together. And that it started out as just some buddies. Like the first couple ones, we'd have maybe 20, 25 vendors, something like that. And as it's grown, it's just kind of word of mouth, a little bit of social media, a little bit of help from the YouTube people. You know, people will travel farther than we expect to come set up there or just to come hang out.
Right.
You know, come walk through, buy some stuff, buy a shirt or a hoodie or whatever. So we've been really shocked at the support of the event. We always just give every penny that we make to a local family in need. Typically, sometimes it could be something like St. Jude or Shriners or something like that, but we usually try to find somebody local that needs the money coming up on Christmas. You know, there's plenty of people out there that are hurting for money. So this year we ended up switching some things around, and just I feel like we found the sweet spot with our layout, with our entry and exit, and things went very smoothly this year. So we're going to build upon that.
This is our first time to come. We got up at 5 a.m. We left Newbern's house at 6 a.m. and it took us, I think it said 2 hours and 50 minutes, so right at 3 hours by the time we stopped and got gas and grabbed us a biscuit. But we enjoyed it. I mean, we have our suitcases tied on because we bought stuff at the swap meet. I mean, our priorities are right in line.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go. I like it.
But anyway, I appreciate you. So Scott tagged me on Tommy's flyer on Facebook, and then I sent Tommy a friend request, and then I messaged him and said, hey man, we would like to come check out y'all's swap meet this weekend. Is there any way that we can come by and check out y'all's cool cars and hot rods? And he's like, yeah man. He said, I'd love for y'all to come by and see them. So when I called Newbern, I was like, hey, since we're doing Thanksgiving at your house and we got plans for Friday to move your mom, what are we doing Saturday? And he's like, I don't know, what do you want to do? And I told him about the swap meet, and Tommy, he's like, I'm in, dude, let's roll out. So we took the U-Haul back at midnight last night, guys. We got to bed, what, 1:30?
Oh no, it was late.
Yeah, so back up at 5 and then drive from Georgia to Dayton, Tennessee, which is beautiful. I mean, we're at a swap meet and we get to look around at these gorgeous mountains, and the colors are changing, and it's just like, Jennifer's ready to go home, put her place up for sale. So.
Oh, I've been doing that, yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have been born and raised right here, literally right here where we're standing.
Wow.
And just a pretty place to live, and you forget about it when you're right here with it. But for sure up there at the swap meet venue, it's a pretty place. It's definitely a picturesque place to hang out for a little while. So we're fortunate to have the spot that we do, and fortunate to have this place here. I mean, it's not huge, but we got it full.
Well, we know the feeling about having it full. So, all right, guys, y'all hang out with us. We're gonna look around and look at some of these cool hot rods.
It's cool.
Yes, this is kind of our crown jewel to work with.
This is a friend of your dad's?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
I got something that you might be interested in. So about this time last year, I jumped off on the Hemi wagon. And now I don't have like the 331. I have like the 270 red brown, and what was the other two? I got three.
Well, I can't remember.
Got the three. No, well maybe
I thought it was a 331, wasn't it?
the one that's got the extended bell house.
Yeah, 331's got a cast.
Okay. But certain years they had them, and certain years they did not. So, I reached out to Hot Heads and ordered some parts. And anyway, I got one of them unstuck and set it on an old welding trailer that used to have a welding machine on it, and mounted it and been cranking it and firing it. It's got zoomies on it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
That's what we'd like to do with that one, is make it just where it'll crank up. I mean, the motor itself is pretty much empty. We'd have to just start from scratch, but it'd be neat.
they're just so cool to look at, though.
The guy fired that one up today on the trailer, but it didn't cackle as much as I thought it would. It sounded pretty stock.
It's pretty stock.
Cool as hell.
I feel like if I was going to set up at a swap meet,
See that cool intake, man?
Oh, yeah.
just for the fun.
Drag star.
That thing looks cool right there.
Yeah, it does.
Said they'll never be back. A lot of stuff.
Nitro car. Every year we have a cruise night up in town. He parks his full rig, gets it all out, tent and everything. And it's funny because he'll fire that car up 4 or 5 times a night. When he does, everybody at the cruise night runs down to that parking lot to see it. I mean, that thing shakes the ground.
What is it on the engine stand, Tommy?
409.
That's a 409 that we built for a magazine project. It's been a little over 10 years ago. So it started with just the short block. Everything else is new, the L-Brock stuff. It's got a hydraulic roller cam in it. But the short block came out of a barn here locally, and it was only ever in a 55 Chevy. It was never in a production car. It was an over-the-counter block, and the 55 Chevy was a B-gas car that ran locally and was crashed on the street.
Is that the one y'all dug up?
Yeah,
Oh, the dirt. Okay.
yeah.
The buried
So,
car.
so it started with that, buying that engine, and then hearing the story about the car getting wrecked, and then buried in the guy's backyard, and then we went and dug the car up, and it was a whole thing.
Yes. So y'all got to go watch that video. So
That's one of my first ones I ever did, as far as like a long form, telling a story on an old car. That was early.
Tommy had heard their story about this car his whole life, and come to find out, it was true. They wrecked the 55, pulled all the good parts out of it, and the man buried it. And Tommy and them
Did he
found
say
it.
why he buried it?
No, unfortunately the guy had passed, so I didn't get the story directly from him. But he had an excavating company, so he had equipment. He had a pretty decent sized piece of property. I don't know if there was any other reason.
Were you just trying to hide it, or?
Maybe.
He was running moonshine.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know the full part of that story, but he pulled that motor and the transmission and
Okay.
I think the rear end housing and stuff out of it, and then just dug a hole, mashed the roof of the car down, and then covered it up with dirt.
Oh, wow.
So the only thing we got out of that
Was the dash?
dash.
Oh wow, there it
That's
is.
the dash out of it.
Oh, that's cool. Give your mercy good.
Yeah, I watched this video about a week ago. That's pretty good.
Wow. So the rest of it was just all gone, or?
It was mashed down really, really bad. There wasn't a lot of recognizable like 55 Chevy stuff, but once we dug out around the dash, you could see the steering wheel and all that. That
Remind
was
me
the only recognizable part.
to
about
show
it.
you the video, but
Okay.
it's real cool. It's real. I mean, the whole time you're hoping that he's going to unearth a pretty decent 55.
Drive it home.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like wash it off. Like,
Yeah.
look what I got. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't much there, and we went on a morning that was about like today. It was freezing cold.
Oh, Lord.
We got out there at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I don't know why, but we just did. We got out there early.
y'all was excited.
And, yeah, we was fired up about it, and we didn't bring home a lot aside from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
not a very rewarding project, but we just had to know.
It's still kind of cool, though.
But
Curiosity.
he hadn't heard the story his whole life,
Right.
and now he knows that it's true.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's another story I'd heard. So this Henry J over here, this car, my dad had a Henry J in the 70s, a drag car. This car was also from here in Dayton, Tennessee. The lettering and hand painting on there, my uncle did that,
Okay.
40, well, probably closer to 50 years ago now. So this car ran around here, and there was always stories about it. And one of the stories was about a clutch explosion that happened at Buffalo Valley Drag Strip. And this car was geared for 8th mile. It was like a 618 gear or something just absolutely ridiculous. So it was 9 or 10,000 RPMs through the lights. And it had a clutch explosion, and the story was that pieces went through the roof and pieces went here and there, and it broke the back of the intake off, broke the magneto off. It made a mess of the car. But when we got the car, the absolute first thing I wanted to look at to confirm all of these stories, let's look under there, and you'll see where it blew through the roof.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you might be there, show it. There you go.
And they hammered it down and just bondoed over the top of it here on the top side.
And when that happened, guys, look where the driver was sitting.
Yeah,
So he was lucky to keep his feet and legs.
So we stuck this motor and transmission in here. Originally it was 4-speed. Originally it was a real high winding small block that was in there. This is a little more tame. It's a 327, but a little more of a subdued combination compared to what it used to be. Very radical, but it was also driven on the street with 6-something gears.
Will it run now?
No, we've cranked it up, but we don't have any kind of cooling system or anything.
Okay.
So that's kind of on my long to-do list.
We get it. We have those too.
Tommy's
Yeah.
like us, baby. He has these dreams and he finds them and gets them. Now we're gonna get to them one day, but
One day.
just don't pressure us about it. I
Yeah.
mean,
One day. So I've got another Henry J that is on the short to-do list, like it's happening now. And the way that I
is
put
that
it
the
on-
one that you got most recently that's just about rust free?
Yes.
Okay.
Very solid, very, I should say, very decent fabrication for the time period compared to some of this stuff. I have taken it to my home to work on.
Right.
That's where I can get stuff done. I can piddle with it at night or
Right.
whatever. Coming over here, we've got so much stuff, it's kind of hard to.
Yes.
We'd have to move a bunch of stuff just to
We
put,
know the feeling.
Yeah.
We have to back 4
That's-
out to work on one.
Yeah.
And then if it's cloudy or thinking about raining, I'm like, what if we get all them out and I tear into this one and the bottom falls out, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, pretty much the same.
yeah.
Yeah, same thing here. So this one, I mean, it's pretty rusty underneath. It needs a lot. But what I want to do,
But it's still a Henry J.
it's still a Henry J, and it's meaningful to me because the photo albums that I flipped through as a kid, there's a picture of this car in it. It's one of my dad's buddy's cars. My uncle did the lettering on it. You know, there's a lot of personal connection there. So,
Right.
and the fact that this thing was sitting in a field just a half mile from here for my whole childhood. So being able to buy the car, do a little bit of stuff to it so far. I mean, we haven't done much, but we definitely have a plan to do more with this one because, I don't know, it's just cool. Even being rusty, it's got some cool factor with the old lettering and stuff. And I think we could probably, with some like linseed oil or something,
Right.
probably bring a little bit of life
What
back
was
to
the
that.
car called? The name of it?
The Spirit. I think it was the Spirit of Ray County.
Okay.
I think is what it was. Spirit. I think it.
Is this Ray County?
Yeah, this is Ray
Okay.
County.
Okay.
I can't remember. My dad would know. I'll have to ask him. But Spirit is Spirit of Dayton or Spirit of Ray County, something like that. But this guy, Ronnie DeVault, that built this car, he built several drag cars. He had a dragster, and everything he ever built was high winding, small block Chevy. And this one for sure was the most storied car because of that clutch explosion.
Right.
And,
Bad news travels fast.
yeah, always a lot of stories. Anytime there's a clutch explosion or, you know, massive chaos,
Yeah.
makes for a good story.
Yeah.
So Newbern's been wanting a 409 because he listens to the Beach Boys all the time. 409.
It's pretty.
It's like a
I love the back of it on it.
it's like a Hemi. It's just a cool looking motor.
That is very cool.
Look at the twin engine go kart.
It's cute, isn't it? Lucas had to have that.
Yeah. Lucas would love to have that.
Yeah, that's one of those. Number 43 on the list. Projects.
See, Tommy, I wish they still made tires like this right here. You know what, Newber? I wish they still made tires like these Mickey Thompsons right here. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Is that the private room?
Oh.
Uh-huh. Cool. Isn't it pretty? It is.
Wish I had something cool to put my blower on.
Actually, last year at the swap meet up there, I bought this blower.
I bought my first one back in April. It come off a complete running. Paul, I can't remember what year model your car was. It's a Roadster. Is it a 31, 32,
Lord, I can't.
33 Roadster? Beautiful car, show car, and he bought it and tore it all apart as soon as he got it home and totally went back a totally different theme and route and changed the color. And he said, man, I'm not keeping the blower, and put it on Facebook Marketplace, and it popped up, and I was like, man, I love that blower.
I bought this one up there at the swap meet, and me and my buddy was talking about building this car. So I bought it for him for Christmas last year.
Oh wow.
So I took it to him, and he said, that same day, he said, you know, I'm giving you this blower back. I said, he said, along with the car. He said,
Wow.
so he said, when we get this one done, it belongs to you.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, Tommy, do you happen to watch Rat Rod Bob any?
Bob.
I might have seen some stuff on it.
I have a car at my shop right now that he built. It's a little 31 coupe. I took it to Cruising Coast this past year, and Mr. Bob, he is amazing what he does with what he has.
Yeah.
And he builds everything from the grill shell, the fins. I mean, he hauled this 31 home in the bed of his Dodge truck, and he unloaded the frame, the cowl, 2 pieces of a doors, and two quarter panels. And he built him a frame and started piecing that thing together. And then he come over to the house, and me and Newbern had drove a school bus to the house, or drove it to the house to pull the Cummins out of it.
Mm.
And Mr. Bob come over and he said, can I get them panels out of that school bus? I'm like, yeah, get whatever you want, because we're going to haul it off. Well, he built his roof and floors and trunk and everything. And I nicknamed the car Dirty John. And they were all picking on me like, why you call that car Dirty John? I said, well, y'all seen American Graffiti. John Milner drove the little yellow coupe.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this is just a little rougher version of it in my mind. So I call it Dirty John. And but if you get time, go check him out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He's working on a 34 Ford right now that Bob found it, and Newbern hauled it. It's a fiberglass car, and Bob's never fooled with fiberglass. And he knows all about fiberglass now, because he has rebuilt his whole car. But by the time he's done with it, it's going to look like a steel car.
Yeah.
But he's just, man, he's very talented, and he does some good work. I'm proud to call him my friend. And I've tried to buy Dirty John. So
I think you're supposed to be first on the list if it comes
yeah,
up.
but he lets me babysit it, and he lets me drive it, and all that. But
Take it to car shows.
yeah. I'll have to show you.
He
a
usually
picture.
wins something
Yeah.
too.
Let's see if I get a picture here.
Oh man, I like that.
So, whenever I didn't know that he lived like 15 miles from me, and I've been watching his YouTube channel. And I went over there and found out where he lived and stalked him. And he drove that thing home. And I said, "What motor are you putting in?" He said, "Probably a small block Chevy." He said, "I don't know yet." I said, "Well, are you against Ford?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, I'll furnish the motor, the transmission, rear end, whatever you want to come dig off my parts, Chef, if you'll put a Ford motor." He said, "I'll put a Ford motor in it." So that's what he done. But little car sounds good, runs good, and it's pretty quick for what it is. But it's just something that we all love. I ain't got to tell y'all about it. So.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's in your DNA, it'll always be there.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's all I can hope for my kids, because otherwise they're going to be dealing with a lot of junk to get rid of
Well,
when we're gone. That's
we have the one daughter, and people ask us, what y'all gonna do when you and Jennifer pass away? Either Madison's gonna be able to sell a lot of junk. I just hope nobody takes advantage of her, or maybe one day she'll wake up and be like, wait a minute, Mom and Daddy's got some cool old cars, you know. So, but we haven't made it there yet, but we're hoping. Fingers crossed. Is that a 871 or 671?
6.
Okay, it just looks longer than mine. I've been trying to find a cooler plate like this for mine. Mine's just slick and
Just
polished.
flat.
Yes, sir.
Just blew my eardrums out. I felt it through my soul.
When I walked by, he was revving on it. It almost blew my pants off.
I mean, yeah, my ears were like, yeah, I can't hear now.
That's what it does to me.
But that's pretty impressive, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the thoughts you can feel.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you actually feel it.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
That's pretty bad. That's powerful.
we have a heater now. I mean,
Yeah.
feel how
Oh,
hot
yeah, I
that-
can imagine.
I mean, just that quick.
And a lot of times if I need to heat the garage up, I just crank it.
Yeah. It's quicker that way, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
That is so awesome. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome.
wow.
Like I say, we put a big old cam in it, but it don't hit no big bad lick.
Really? Well, it's very
But
responsive,
I've
though.
got a 5,000 stall converter in it, so in other words, when I pull it in gear, it'll lug it down a little bit, but not a whole lot. So.
Huh.
But I actually run the island plumb back on this thing, and it's still idling more than it's supposed to. So I've done everything thinking I might have a vacuum leak, but I can't find it. So, but now it's go to drive it now. I've took it down the road now. You punch it down there, it's more than I need.
It'll spin them fat meats over with no problem.
Oh yeah, it don't take much at all to turn them things over.
That's cool.
Alright guys, so y'all have seen some mighty cool stuff. Tommy and his dad have been super nice to us and showed us around. They have got, I'd love to come help Tommy clean that shop out. I mean,
it needs it bad. Just full disclosure here. When we knew you guys were coming, we cleaned heavily. I'm talking about heavy cleaning, just so that you could walk around a little bit.
dude,
The funny car was piled up with stuff. It's what happens because we buy every little trinket that we find, every little old valve cover or intake or whatever.
Us too.
And we just pack it away.
Um,
And it's kind of like an ADHD thing where you're supposed to.
Me and you might
Put
be
it- you're
brothers
supposed
and
to-
don't even know it. I mean,
There's some kind of saying, don't put it down, put it away.
yeah.
Well, we just put it down.
Yeah.
The nearest
Yeah.
possible place to put it. And
Yeah.
that's just where it lands.
I was so thankful when me and Jennifer built our shop. We stood the poles, we poured the slab, we done the trusses and put the tin on, and it was just like that for 6 months. Then we started doing a wall a payday. Like each month we would do one wall. And we got that thing walled up, and I was like, thank you, Lord. You know, this is awesome. I'll never fill this up.
And now he
And-
wants a big 60 by 125. We're not gonna fill that up. Yes, we will.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
get a Walmart
Now
warehouse.
you can't put a bicycle in that place.
Yeah.
And I come back and added another 20 by 60 on the rear.
Yeah.
And so, but
That just gives you an excuse to buy more junk if
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
shop.
yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
if we had a roof over this whole lot here,
right,
we'd fill it up
Exactly.
in no time, which we've already filled up the
Yep.
outside. So,
yeah.
yeah, it's a sickness, but
Well,
we enjoy it, and you know, I don't think we're endangering our own livelihood
No.
with this. We're not spending a crazy. Well,
No.
no.
We
are spending a lot of money on this junk, but we love it. I don't know that it's much of like a retirement fund or anything like that. Like, I don't think we're investing in our future. Or
You can
investing
say
in-
that though. It makes it
I
sound
just,
better.
I just hope our kids don't sell it for scrap metal. That's what scares me. You know, I
Well-
hope Madison don't be like, well, mom and dad's gone now, so
Yeah.
where's the dumpster company? You know, and like,
Well, some of our junk probably would be better off that way. But,
no, huh?
you know,
No.
for me, it's just the history. If there's even just a slice of some kind of cool piece of history, I gotta have it. I gotta research it night and day. I gotta think about it
Well,
night and day.
that's one thing I love about your videos is you tell the history of those cars, and I love seeing them
That's-
black and white pictures when the guy was young and he was racing it back in the day, and he's standing next to the car, and the car's all fresh and clean. I mean, that's a part of it that I love.
Yeah.
You know, I always told people that I was born in the wrong era. you know.
Absolutely, I feel the same way. And I guess the truth of that is that if we were born back then, we probably wouldn't have cared nothing
Right,
about this stuff.
right.
It would have just been another
Right.
old car. But because we have an appreciation for the past, we
Right.
can dig up these old things and
But
make new memories out of them. Even though I don't turn a lot of wrenches on some of this rusty stuff, just finding the history is neat.
it's still cool. It's still a conversation piece. But what makes me mad is listen to the old timers say, "We bought them '57 Bel Airs for $75." You know,
Yeah.
and you can't buy a parking lens for one for $75 now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, golly. And they're like, hey, they were just cars to us. You know, they were everywhere. But anyway, well, man, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the hospitality, and we love the swap meet. We will definitely be back.
Appreciate you guys making the trip up. 'Cause
Jennifer is ready to put our house on the market and come to Dayton, Tennessee, because it's so beautiful here. But y'all, please, if you hadn't already, I'm sure a lot of y'all watch Tommy. Go to his channel, check him out. I mean, he does some very, very knowledgeable and cool videos. If you love old hot rods like we do, and I'm sure most of y'all do, y'all check him out. Tommy, thank you so much, my friend.
Appreciate you.
Hopefully we can come back and visit next year.
Yeah, come back. Well, if you come back to the swap meet next year, we might have some new pieces to come look at.
We
So
might be back
we
before.
we might just make this kind of an annual thing.
We might be back before then, because I've been catching wind of Newbern trying to make a deal.
Ah.
Yeah. He's trying to bring y'all
He's
something.
making a deal in behind closed doors.
All right, guys. We got a long drive ahead of us, so we'll see y'all when we get home.
All right.
Well, guys, this is our treasures from the swap meets. And this is unlike us. We hadn't been home in 3 weekends. So, we went to Lineville, Alabama when we went and got Newbern's ramp truck. We went to that swap meet. The weekend after that, we went to Moultrie, Georgia. The weekend after that, we went and done Thanksgiving with Newbern, and then we went over to Dayton, Tennessee, which is Evensville, spelled Evensville, but pronounced Evensville, to the Hot Rod Hoarder. Tommy Bird, and super awesome guy, took me and Newbern to his place and showed us all his cool cars and took us to his house, and he's got some awesome stuff at his house. He's got a super sweet Henry J, and he's also got a beautiful Corvette that from what I can gather he inherited from his dad, and he had a ton of memories in that car, and I just love the whole story. I love everything about it. And if you watch this, Tommy, thank you, man. Thank you for the shout out from your channel. Thank you for being so kind and generous to us, and we will definitely be back next year, Lord willing, if the creek don't rise. But anyway, so it's time to get back to the shop. We're here. It's time to get back to work on some stuff. But before we end this video, we wanted to show y'all some of our treasures. They're not big treasures, but they're cool treasures to us. And we couldn't break the bank, guys, because Christmas is here. We got to have Christmas money. I mean, come on. So, on that note, I got me a Fairlead from a winch for the ramp truck. I've got a winch over there in the corner I've had for years. We got Jennifer a Trans Am wing. I said ring. From Lineville. We're going to clean it up, and I'm going to build her some brackets, and she's going to put Hot Wheels on this. I'm going to skip these for a minute. I got us some valve covers for the ZZ4 350 that we originally was going to put in your Chevelle because I sold the valve covers off of it, and it's sitting over there with a towel, and I need some valve covers for it. So I got to find some hardware. I found this little cool, cleanable K&N fuel filter. I liked it. I thought it would be cool on something with fin valve covers and fin air cleaner. See, it kind of matches.
It's cute.
Yep. And we were looking for one of these style breathers to go on Jennifer's valve cover, and we found this one, and it says $2, but we got it for $1. I got to clean it and polish it. And then the other day, a guy had a brand new set. The package had fell apart, and I think I got these for $10.
Awesome.
So we have plenty of those now. And our new friend Kip that we met at Moultrie, him and Anthony, super nice guys, awesome guys, and they were super generous, and Anthony fed us like really, really good. But Kip had some stuff for sale, and I tried to buy this tack, but he gave it to me. I was looking for an old school tack that I can clean up and refurbish, and this in here don't need much at all. I'm going to test it out probably on the next video because I wanted something to go in my 69 Mustang out there. Something that wasn't big, bulky, and gaudy, so I can mount this on the steering column. It'll kind of be tucked out of the way real nice and neat. And this was just in the junk. Oil filter cover. It'll become a cup full of stuff around here. Anthony gave you this reel
Oh, yeah.
because Jennifer has a display of old school fishing stuff and boat motors. But we also got this. This is a lid to an air cleaner. I have tons of bases and filters over there, but this is a Cal custom piece. I like stuff like this. It's old, it's vintage. I can clean it and polish it. And the threads are good right there. And I don't have no plans to put it on nothing no time soon, but something will come along that we will use it on.
Yep.
I got these one chamber flow masters. I can cut all this off and clean these up, and they are flow masters. They are the real deal. They're not the knockoffs. I have reused tons of mufflers in the past, so I like the old one chamber. That's 2.5, so I can dress that up, clean them up, and reuse them. Kip also had these right here. And I didn't realize it until I opened the box and got to looking. These are Flowmaster too, y'all. They're brand new in the box. And this is the same thing that's under my red 86 GT with the little dark 377 stroker in it. And it sounds really good. So, thank you, Kip, for cutting me an awesome deal on all this stuff. And this is a milk crate that he gave us to put us. This is the milk crate that Kip gave us to put all our junk in to put in our wagon. Kip is, I forget the title, but y'all remember a while back we took our 69 to a movie, and it was used in a movie. Well, Kip does that same thing. Is it the
transportation specialist or
transportation coordinator?
maybe, yeah, transportation something.
But he handles all the cool cars for all the cool movies, and he was telling me stories and stuff. This milk crate come out of a van that was a movie prop in The Walking Dead. So, we have a movie prop out of The Walking Dead.
So it's got zombie juice on it.
Yeah, got zombie juice on it. I mean, Daryl might have sat on this, you know. He might have sat down on this and smoked a cigarette. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. And Jennifer got this boat motor at Moultrie and the antique stand. It's pretty cool. We'll clean it up. And I can build you a little handle to go back on there. But don't breathe on this mount. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have to do some reinforcing there. I don't remember what it's called, and the funny thing is we found one like it at the swap meet that was in better shape, but it was very expensive.
Yeah, he was proud of that.
It was swamp thing or swamp rat or something, swamp duck. I don't know. It was something weird. And then she walked all around the Hot Rod Hoarder swap meet. And we were there when they were packing up and leaving. And Newbern asked her, he said, "Did you find you anything?" She's like, "I found a few things. But I didn't find me no boat motors." And me and Newbern started laughing. And we was like, "Well, there's one right there." She's like, "Where?" She went over there and Newbern pointed out. And this little fella was laying right there.
Isn't he cute?
And I told her that it was too new to go with her collection. And she said, "No, it's not."
No, it's not. It's precious.
So, what'd you score that thing for? 30 bucks?
I can't even remember.
25.
Maybe, yeah.
So anyway, she got this one from the Hot Rod Hoarder swap meet, got this one from Moultrie. Now I've got to build a bigger stand to display her boat motors. But she likes to pressure wash them, clean them, and make them look cool. And what else did we get? Oh, you and Madison racked up on all kind of goodies.
Oh yeah, she always does.
Yeah, all her stuff is already cleaned and displayed in her room. So, but the reason I bypassed the stacks a while ago, because Newbern had found a fuel cell that he was looking at, that he was wanting to buy. And the guy wasn't at his booth, and the other guy didn't know what he wanted for it. Well, I had found these stacks, and I've been looking for some, kind of like on the Red Express or side pipes for a Corvette, to put on the record. And I was like, I told Newbern, I said, "Don't let me forget to walk back by before we leave and see if that guy still has these," because he was asking $100 for them. And they have baffles in them, so you don't have to run a muffler. So anyway, I eased my way through and around, and me and Newbern were separated, and I bought the fuel cell for it. I found the guy, and he made me an awesome deal on it and bought it. So when I run back into Newbern, he's like, "Why is my fuel cell in your wagon?" I said, "Because I bought it for you, silly." He's like, "Oh, okay." Well, then he snuck over there and bought these stacks. And I walked up on him, and he was like, "You caught me." I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Go away. I'm buying you these stacks." So you didn't have to do that, my friend, but I appreciate it because I think you paid more for the stacks than what I paid for the fuel cell. But anyway, he'll get it out of me one way or another. You want to go test one on the record, see what it looks like? Yeah, come on. All right, so it's going to have to be...
You going to put a hole in the bed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Well, that's not good.
Not good?
No.
So they need to be off the corner about like that, turn about like that. Let's see what that looks like. Don't fall. Stand right there. I'll be right back. And this is just a guesstimation here. Will you stand right there? You will. Let's see. Maybe something like that, about that. Go get my measuring tape, babe.
Are you serious right
Yeah,
now?
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I was like, really?
Okay. Let's see. All right, don't fall. Let's see what it looks like from the front. All right, you come stand right in front of the wrecker. See what, and tell me yay or nay.
I think they're cute. I just hate that you had to cut a hole, though.
Well, there's already holes there.
I know, but that big?
Yeah, but once I dress it up and make it look pretty, it'll be fine. I promise.
Okay.
I promise. You gotta have faith in me, baby doll.
I know, but I don't like drilling holes and stuff unnecessarily.
Well, me neither. Or you think I ought to move them in some?
No.
No?
If you do that, you won't be able to see them from the front.
I mean, that's the perfect height right there.
They're not obnoxious, and they're
Yeah.
a good size, and
I wonder if we should point them toward the side or point them toward the rear.
side.
Yeah, because if I point them toward the rear, and you're sitting right here,
It's gonna gas you out.
exhaust fumes, which is probably going to be bad anyway. I like it. So we need to find some used headers, because new ones are probably $500. but we can find some good
I can't
headers.
believe you don't have any headers in there already. All those stacks you
I
have
know,
in there.
not for LV. The last set I used, we put them on my red F100. So we'll put some headers on it, and I'll get all this mounted real nice, and we'll get Jake to run from our headers to our stack. And since they have baffles already in them, then I won't have to run a muffler, and I won't have to hear that tat 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 busted manifold over there.
How's it go?
Tat 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 tat. But we got to put some buckets on these.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we had big trucks?
Yep.
If you don't put buckets in them, it'll rust out the elbow, and plus when you crank it, it blows smut everywhere. Like if there was a car sitting right here and you cranked it up, it'd blow it everywhere. Terrible. But anyway, I'm digging them. I like it. Let me look at it from the front again.
So we need to zip tie them down for right now?
And just go right around?
Yeah.
I wish I had some headers. We'd go ahead and start that project. Maybe we can get on Marketplace and find some cool LV headers at a good deal. And see, it's got this little mount right here. I can probably cut these off on the back and just use the bottom mount.
Mm-hmm.
And I might put a clamp
Is it
right
gonna
here.
hurt the chrome though when you cut it off?
I'll cut it off with a cutoff wheel real gently and then buff it real slightly.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, that don't. Yeah, we just need to measure from here to here and get them both centered, and I like it. Let's look at it from behind. Oh, watch out, there's a landmine.
Uh-oh, big poopage.
Yeah, I think it goes with the, what do you call it, motif?
Yeah, I don't think if they were any like fatter, I think it'd be horrible.
Yeah.
But they're not obnoxious. They're just the right size, I think.
You'll have to keep washing them for me where they won't rust. So, since Jennifer talked me into keeping this thing, she wants to drive the wrecker once I get the ramp truck finished. So, she wants a coyote motor in this.
I do not. Stop it. Don't need all that blah, 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 blah mess.
What? How's it go?
Blah, 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 blah.
But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. And if y'all get a chance, y'all go check out Tommy's channel, Hot Rod Hoarder. Awesome guy. He's got a lot of cool stuff. And he's actually gave me an idea on something that I've been pondering on for a while. And it's under that sheet right there. And I can't show you. But the time will come when you will get to see it. You don't see it? Okay. Y'all talk me into it. So, we'll see y'all next time. Appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all subscribe and like and share. And again, thank y'all for all the support. I think we're, what, 6,100, almost 6,200 subscribers. It'd be awesome to bump that 10,000 mark right here at the first of the year. That would be awesome. So if you don't mind and you haven't subscribed, please do. We'd greatly appreciate it. And thank y'all for the support. Until next time. Madison's not saying nothing. Bye? Really?
She usually doesn't.
See, she is so shy. But anyway, guys, we really do appreciate it. Don't you appreciate it?
I do.
Are you sure?
Y'all go tell your friends too.
They want to see you say, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
What? Your boat motors or?
That too, but all of our little supporters and our followers and everybody we meet that watches our channel when we go places. So we met Scott.
Yes,
he was our best buddy, and
yes, I almost left Scott out. Scott, I'm so sorry. You were awesome.
He was. He bought me and Madison coffee, and hung out with us and kept us company, and yeah, he was great.
Okay, so thank you, Scott, and thank you for everybody, or thank you to everybody for your support. Until the next one, y'all be safe and go buy some stacks and put on your LTD. Bye.
Bye.